Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. Today, I have a design team layout for Stick It Down. They are on Facebook as well as Instagram. And here is the sketch that is made for us by Bethany. I am on the two-page layout, or the two-page sketch team, so that's what I get to work with, and I've been loving it. Uh, so I went to my Vicky Bouton papers and I picked out the one on the left. And then I wasn't sure about the right because I thought I was going to use that one. And once I get the pictures down, that was kind of too plain and just wasn't for me. But I like the yellow in this one as well as the gold. So that is the one I choose. Do I show you one more? Yeah, I did think also about the yellow, but that kind of didn't go with the sketch. But I think because I had the circle on the left side, it just didn't go with the stripes. So here I am back with the beautiful mixed media of Vicky Bouton. The yellow, the pink, the gold, the blue, the green. And oh, I made this picture right there. It was 8 by 8. I went to Walgreens, and right now there is a code for 50% off. Always be watching for them. I thought about trimming it down to 4 by 4, but it would have taken the rest of that stained glass off. So I left it at or not 4 by 4, sorry, 4 by 8. But instead, I left some of it on. So it is 5 by 8 instead of the 4 by 8. So I'm going to trim these papers down. And so they are a 12 by 12, both sides. And I'm just loving this paper. I do love me some Vicky Bouton paper. The photos are of my oldest daughter, Jillian. It was her wedding rehearsal. She got married in September. And so we have a picture on the left of her now husband walking down the aisle, then my husband, her dad, and Jillian walking down the aisle. And then on the right, we have Max, who is Nick's brother walking down the aisle, as well as the best man with Meredith walking down the aisle, and then the whole wedding powder party is in that bigger photo, and I'm just so excited. You can see in the sketch, there's almost like it looks like paper running down the big paper running down, and then you've got these little white on the corners. So I just did my gold on the corners. I pulled it on my stash. I believe that it's from Hobby Lobby. I have different shades of gold, if you can believe it or not. Once I got those pictures up there, I didn't like how the 4 by 4 sat above the 5 by 8. So I do trim these down, the 4 by 4s down to um 3 by 4, and it works really well. I'm gonna actually mat those, which it is in the sketch, but they're 4 by 4 or 4 by 4-ish on the sketch. Maybe 4 by 4 once they're matted. I pull out my acrylic black and I'm putting some stickers on there. Those are from a sticker book from Paper Crafts, which is Hobby Lobby. And look at this Vicky Bouton goodness here. We have some, not vellum, it's acetate sheets with some gold running through it. You can see that I made those pattern papers, the mats for the photos. Look at that. You lay them over the top and now you've brought some gold into the mats. I don't know. You've probably seen that before. You've probably done that before, but I didn't know what to do with that acetate piece. And I am loving, loving, loving that. Now you can gasp if you like. I am using my distressor on this lovely photo of my daughter's rehearsal before her wedding. This is a digital picture that I can reprint if I want, and this distressing just gives it a nice white border without matting it. So I am going to go all the way around. Normally I wouldn't distress right over my paper like this, but I am keeping it on camera so you can see it. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to sweep off the little pieces, and it, it might look like I'm throwing them on the floor when I'm doing when I was editing it. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a throw not right on the floor. But I do sweep it off into my hand, off the table. So, and you probably don't care what I'm doing with it, but I'm just letting you know. So now I'm liking this setup, and in the sketch, I don't believe there's really shown any kind of embellishment clusters. So I'm kind of thinking, I really like this. It's busy, but I have these stickers I want to use. How am I going to use them? So I'm going to glue everything down, I believe including the pictures, and my layers. the pattern paper. Those pattern papers, well, actually the left one is the light blue. That was in my stash. I just had a scrap of paper. The one on the right, I believe it's from Home Again by Cartabella. And I did have to trim it. It was a full piece of paper. That's not something I normally do. And you know what? That's really too green to be that. Well, it might work. Might be from there. I've also got wedding bells. Wedding bells by Echo Park, which is also in that color scheme, but I have those papers right in front of me, and that's not one of them. So there you go. If you have any questions about this, please leave them below. And I love talking to all my subscribers. So please leave a comment below if you do have questions. Well, like I said, I'm getting these glued down, and then I will work on making my clusters. I think at one point the title will magically appear um, in that circle above the photos on the left. I do have that, I wanted to call it a flag, the banner, but I haven't decided where I want to put that. So I'm going to take, this is 49 and Market washi tape, and it looks like stitching. Now I got to tell you, it's going to look a lot better on the left side on like white cardstock than it does over a photo. So it doesn't exactly disappear, like the back doesn't exactly disappear, um, but it works. And I took more of that pattern paper and made two banners there. So I'm going to layer that along with the sticker that I have, just to make a little cluster up there. And then I will trim off the banner. That one was a little short, so then we have to move it a little bit. Then I went back into my stash and got some Vicky Bouton items out. I got those round stickers and these gold, I don't know what you call them, like almost like paint smears. But anyway, and then that Wedding Bells is the Paper Studio. And I'll use another Vicky Bouton circle with the gold, another paint smear of the gold, and then I think I do pick one more cluster to do the same thing. That love sticker is um, from Paper Studio. It was like a wedding collection sticker book. So there are stickers for the shower. There was stickers for the engagement, but I didn't have those stickers for the engagement, so I might be gifting those to somebody. And there we go with the third circle and this paint smear, and the flowers are from Paper Studio. Then I get out these phrase stickers, and I believe they are from Tim Holtz. The one on the left says, "And so the adventure begins." The one there says, "Wishing you all you're wishing for." And then the one up there says, "Remember the now." And that one part has been bugging me. That washi tape kept coming off, so I'm just going to trim that off. I'm going to use these half pearls on there. I don't know. I kind of was wondering. I mean, I knew it needed something. I'm not sure if the pearls go with the mixed media, but I like the way it looks, and that's what the important thing is, right? So I will get those half pearls down. They are self-adhesive, and I think that is the end of it for me. So I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Check out the Stick It Down Facebook group, which I have linked below. You can do your take on the sketch, and you can um, load it up to the album for your chance to be invited as a guest designer for next month. This is my Cricut title that I've already forgotten about that says rehearsal. I used that same gold from the corners, and I'm going to put that down. I used the contour shape for the first time on my Cricut, and it worked very slick, so I was very happy with that. Here is a Vicky Bouton label, and that will be it. So thanks so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.